for Nello to try and open that up. So I don't think we're actually going to be seeing too much of that. So double Excalibur is being used there to bait out any of the impacts. None seem to be coming out as there is none on the board, of course. That means the second set will be used. So the two hatches open up. Nello will lose his life though by Shaiko. Users using the EMP impact grenade to mask the drop of the sound of his drop there might be a difference maker, but LM's too quick on that trigger, takes down users, leaves it only up to Neo now.
Yeah, it seemed like BDS had all the awareness of this, the push and the aggression, the wasted time just led to this, a scrappy end scenario. BDS still had two players buried back inside the site. They had pretty much control. Pressure here up the main stairs. Tyrant suffers as he just loops around the opening that was made a long time ago. Just saw the edge of a firefight, but it's Bride that pops up, gets one, can't get the rest of the drone, but Shaiko, he suffers next from Nello on the breach and the breakthrough. They're inside the bathroom. They're out of the bathroom now, and he's looking for one more Bride, but it's the grenade from Tyrant that gets the connection. Likefak, he's gonna see if he can get that long arm stretch with the Lems, getting some control back over the stair set. It's now a fight, but it's users on the back end of logistics that pinches the man. 2 versus 1, 30 seconds. Likefak's in a bit of a tricky situation that he's tucked on the equipment, but he cannot quite get users who had all the awareness there. One apiece.
Good pre-fire there coming out from users, spotted out the legs, went for the head right after.
But we have this, the control. There's a quick swing round, the break there onto the bubble, I believe. Maybe another Gone 6 that might have just popped into corner here from the line. As the pressure comes through, they're going to see if they can go for something right under the smoke. Solotov, he's going to try and lock it out. Shaiko's above, and Nello, he's just going to hold F, and, well, he gets it stuck. BDS, they take the drop, and now he's going to see if he can just hold the corner. Do they know? Nello,
They don't know,
swing,
they don't know, they don't know!
Swing, Nello,
They don't know!
What? BDS! And look at Shaiko! Even he doesn't truly understand what happened.
Crucial for this flank to come through. They know exactly where these players are going to be at. Likefak, he could just get 2 kills for free here.
I mean, what a great place for a camera that expect to see this in your games at home, people. Because it's about to be...
Oh my god.
Devastating. There's one, there's two, and there's Likefak straight out of there, and they have no idea the heist of a century has just been pulled against.
They know exactly where they are.
This camera is going to be stolen. There's no two ways about it. This camera is going to be in everybody's game from this point onwards if Falc's on the board because of just how much distraction. There's 15 seconds, and they're hunting a player inside strip because they have no other choice. There's 4!
Oh, Likefak.
Is he going to end this round on an ace? It's 8 seconds, and at this point, I think it's only if Neo tries to find the fight, he's going to pull himself back. He's not going to give him that kind of gift this early in the holidays. He's making a bit of emotion and trying to upset the ocean, but with those ADSs, with the Azami and with Renshiro potentially in a position to just gets the catch at the end there. Neo caught out by the wide swing. They step in and Nello might find themselves isolated. Builds the wall behind him. Yep. Very clever play. Shaiko gets a double in the meantime. They pop out the door. They're somehow able to get one more. And that was just, okay, for what I called in previous rounds as those little moments. Yeah, different approach here over the side, and you wonder if this was the team talk direction that they wanted to have. Expecting this to be the side, the swing comes across. There it is, Bride on the door, and Alems from the logistics side, and they're able to at least take care of Tyrant and maybe try and bite back some of this verticality. However, with just under a minute left, and Nello going to see if he can try and plant the kit slightly deeper, a slightly different position. Lems finds Nello though, and as you said it, Warden had the cover on the smoke. He's looking for the fight. Cannot quite find it. Users gets the angle. And Likefak gets one back on the stairs. The 2 versus 2. The Maestro cam's doing a bit of damage and work. Maybe some attention or a drone that was caught out, but it wasn't done to the player. Maybe just a statement piece of saying 30 seconds. What are you going to do?
Heard the warding glasses activate there as the smokes came through. Good adaptation, but the diffuser will be recovered. They can see though, but they bash that camera, so that information has been taken out. Lots of damage done though from above. Now you have Likefak coming up from behind as well as the cam starts zapping, gets the injury onto users. It's a 1-on-2 now with 12 seconds on the board and the diffuser down. Solotov needs to make a guess. He guesses wrong. Likefak gets that final 2 kills, and that's BDS with yet another round on the board.
There's a sight and a side. They've pulled themselves out of it. The top isn't safe for them, but there it is. Look down. Nello's able to get one. Slips his way back round. 40 seconds, and they find one off of the end of it. But They're still causing so much damage here.
And I know of the mirror window that's inside blue, so they cannot directly push that. They need some distraction so they can drop through the hatch and instantly try and challenge that player. That's what Shaiko's waiting for. BDS and Liquefact now looking to go in. A lot of wallbang damage going through into users. They're hoping to execute upon it. When Shiro gets one, Liquefact follows up. It's only up to Neo now on that mirror as the plant's going down. A beautiful headshot onto the main stairs, but Shaiko above on the hatch will shut him down. And that means BDS now on map point already. After their very first attack, that's the basement taken care of.
But he needs something else. There's a grenade that's about to roll here. Close, not close enough, and MnM is actually the first to find one. There it is, the swing round, the big breach, and look at what is suddenly free. They've been forced off the side, the pressure onto logistics, and BDS finds Tyrant, the start of what is turning into the end. User stops, and Solotov and users suddenly find ones in and amongst the mix, retake an important bit of territory. MnM swings on the top of the brick stairs. Solotov now all that's left, gets a great connection and has the yellow pings on that final player. Smokes himself one cover in a rotation. There's a bulletproof that's giving some of the game away. He's got the mirror window offering himself some support as well. He's forcing the fight to happen in a bit of territory where he has all the intel, or he's forcing Shaiko, who's going to have and somehow take the trade. MnM get the round.
Side of two still left up top. BDS, they might just call to go for the side directly and overwhelm that one person.
I mean, there's another connection there. MnM, he's been so consistent throughout this showing so far, but to be fair, who from BDS hasn't? They've been able to at least find some of the space back down to the site, but now they're coming into the back of a fight. A flawless to end what has been a dominating display here on Club. They really took the idea that this is our map and rode it all the way to the bank. 7-2. And MnM, they're going to have a heck of a team talk.
Advantage MnM still out on that roam is going to be protecting Dragon.
One important thing that we haven't quite commented on yet is the hard breach charges were gone. They no longer have what was in the pockets of the Buck, so they've just got to sort of try and drive themselves through what is a bit of a narrow space. Two doors either side. They find one, get dropped in the trade out. Nello can't quite get the connection with the next. Then into MnM on the back end, and suddenly Tyrant is all alone inside split. There's guns either side of him. He's got a gate there too, and only a pocket full of seconds. He's just going to see if he can pre-fire an angle, bait one of the background fights in it. Can't quite find anything. The loss of the Buck proved to limit them, and the limitation proved BDS the first round.
But users is now coming through. He's right next to that door. Has Shaiko seen him all? Definitely knows about him now. Leaps into the fight, finds the third of the round, and as he finally gets shut down, I believe, no, actually, no, it's Nello with a kill coming through. He's now in the upper arcade hallway here. Knows when it's going to be up on the stairs, but gets taken out by Shaiko for his quad, and he's aware of the last in cafe. Doesn't get the ace as Neo shuts him down.
So close towards getting his name. Is going to see if he can try and get the breakthrough, but you have to realize that they're still watching patiently. They have an awareness. It's two of the players versus one. The rotate comes through. The long angle is planting in the default behind Train. They know where he is. They've just got to swing this at the same time. And there it is. Pressure from two opposite end doors. Not much to be done. But what you're looking at now is, well, 2 minutes gone. Tyrant, he gets the hop up. EFAC's able to get one kill off the back of it. He's going for a massive bit of surprise. And if he can pull this off here, that's a bold connection. Solotov, for the first time in a while, it feels like MnM are able to keep themselves toe-to-toe, but it's very quickly pulled against. There it is. The call, the ping, the pull, and the pressure. Shaiko knew what the game was, and he refused to play.
Oh, Nello now is going to be stuck as a double swing to come through. Doesn't find one, and that's just to clean up the sweep up of MnM as they find the next round here. They knew where these last two players were. They were basically just locked inside there, couldn't get out. It's an unfortunate loss.
It would have been before. It had to be before because we saw them. We saw the whole interaction from the perspective of the drone. So did they. Ranchiro finds Solotov. Nello's going to drive right into sight. He wants to get the swing onto the fight, but the reveal comes through. They're going to see if they can plant. They're tucked around in the corner. The impact hits it, the second and the third, but that has a little bit more punch packed into it. A 2 versus 1. Nello, he finds himself being watched, pops close with the shotgun, but suffers the wrong end of it. Can't quite find the opposing one, and I'm assuming we'll get a timeout.
Yeah, looking at Nello's face as well, he wasn't too happy with how that round played. For now, users hoping to put some pressure right behind it, but it's going to be a two-man lineup right behind that shield. How close can he get? Another flashbang tossed in, goes for the hop-up, but blinds himself. Both now going to be blind. He finds the kill, though, and that is going to be initiation in their hands. What can they do from here on?
25 seconds now, and they've done a bit of a dangerous drive here, but for the first time, it is the man advantage into their favor after the tack time out. Two BDS players, Renshiro and BDS, stuck on the back lines. Now just Renshiro, 2 impacts to his name and 10 seconds to try and game this out. The flashes come through, but he doesn't see the end of it. MnM finally find their first round on this. The second
out is wanting to go for an instant kill here. MnM still trying to knock on the front doors here with users repelling in.
That's it. Users now putting pressure onto the back line. He's seen that it's fully locked at this point. It's actually a little bit more of a swing than he might have expected. There's the reveal. The player he is caught on the pillar, finds the second and uses with Tyrant making the final connection. 2 rounds to their name and a flawless as well. Okay, MnM, the timeout has definitely opted a lot better than before.
It probably is going to get both.
Please
Escapade.
get both.
And just looking for it. There it is. Both taken care of. No problem whatsoever. Lems gets the entry kill into Tyrant as well. It's not a great start for MnM here.
Nope. That is really the worst way that can go through. The drone hole directly through onto site, getting both with no real pressure and getting the ping on the Kaid at the same time. They're able to find 1 kill here over the top. They're going to put the pressure in the swing round, but Solotov tucks tail and uses tucks the next. Great double take there. They're able to bite back some of that control. As you can see, they fought back their way through towards the site. Lems does find the balance, gets Solotov loose. There's one more player that's off towards the top. You still have enough to make a rotate through onto either of the other 2 if you want, but it's Usus that gets caught out there by Lems right down on Dragon Door. They didn't expect the player there, but not getting the kill is a huge blow, because now they know Neo is not on the site. They've got to see if they can peel themselves back in. They do not. They're holding on from what they opened up before. Nello now is the only thing that stands between BDS trying to get one more round. He's watching towards the feet, the imprint that comes across. The other side isn't one where they can get the rotate in. They've got to take the door here onto Split. He's expecting the first fight. The break ground, the Banshee will give some of the call onto Split. They swing themselves through. They get a trade out of the other end of it. But here, BDS, they get the first attack round, but a slightly different approach. And this, the drone game that is once again punishing the approach. They know the player's there. This grenade, it knows the player's there as well. What a way to open a door.
You see the little chuckle on Shaiko's camera as well as he tosses that one in. He's like, oh, here's the Valkyrie cam, so they also had information on us. Just weren't able to use it properly.
Played, and maybe there was a hand guided from Usus from above. This grenade tucked around the corner isn't going to get popped off. It does roll close, but Shaiko does get the next on the back of it. Shaiko killed a man I couldn't even see. Looks to see if he can find one more inside the bathroom, but they're not going to risk the full fight.
He has been spotted here. Tyrant finds Leakafak, at least a bit of a return for MnM into the round, but it's still a man
up
down.
On these windows for 30 seconds. They want to get the swing and the momentum. The other 2 players tacked up. The flashes caught out, but they're still going to pop off for Shaiko. He's looking for the first ace of this showdown. He was close once before, and as BDS is going to see if he can get the stick, and Lems is just going to rotate back round on the opposite side. He doesn't quite know where the kit's being planted. There it is. A little knife ace! Oh no, oh no. Days ago? Days? No. Time is blurry.
It's just a concept.
Couple weeks.
EMP comes through, it's a quick opening happening. However, there is going to be the Electroclaw's going to be way too late. Nello spots the player right on the door. He's going to be taken out by Shaiko. He's in sight. He's taking it. BDS has realized, you know what? There's always 1 player on site. 4 are going to be roaming up on the top. You know what? Let's just get that plan down. Let's just lock this off as soon as we possibly can.
Missed their own C4 there. The catch from above. Neo takes the drop and the fight on the hatch. Gets one, gets dropped. A post-plant situation. Usus brings 1 more body back. Solotov is caught out. It is just down to Usus. He's able to get a scratch in a fight, but it reveals the position, the survival of the player on the back end there. EFAC, he has the end of it, and BDS have the meat of it. They've got the biscuits. They've got all of the trimmings of what is our #1 team. They are our EU champions.